Welcome back to another session of Raise Your Frequency. I'm your girl Diamond Leone, and today we are going to be tapping on starting a business. Woo! If you think starting your own business is scary, well, I want you to think about this for a second. What if you have a dream in your heart of starting your own business, but you never gave yourself permission to go for it? Isn't that a little scarier? Doesn't that frighten you more than thinking about starting your business and maybe failing at it? Also, there's no such thing as job security anymore when you're working for someone else. Back in the day, that was a thing, job security. Get yourself a nice job, with IBM or the government or whatever, and you could rest assured that you'd be taken care of. But that's not really the case now. Another great benefit of starting your own business is there's no financial ceiling in how much you can make. Whereas with the traditional job, you get a salary, and if you're lucky, you get a bonus. So, do you like having a financial ceiling? If so, then stay working for someone else, but chances are you're not going to be happy. I think you want to live your life in such a way that you leave nothing on the table when you leave here. Anything that you've wanted to do or try, you gave yourself permission to go for it. The biggest fear we have is not failing, but what other people think about us failing. We can kind of take the punches to the throat and deal with it. But when our family members or our friends see us falling on our face because we had the courage to try something new, that guilt that we put on ourselves can be really tough. And I want you to understand that you are courageous. When you want to start a business, it takes so much courage, okay? And a lot of people don't have that courage. So I don't want you to beat yourself up around the idea of failure. We have to change our perception of failure. We have to think of failure as an opportunity to learn. So whenever you think of failure, I want you to take that word out of your vocabulary and put learn in its place. If something doesn't go your way, then you tweak it, you figure it out. When you find yourself in a situation and you're not sure what, it didn't go according to plan, you adapt, you improvise, and you overcome. It's no different in business. When you have an idea of starting a business or a project, it can feel like you are on an island by yourself, and it can feel lonely, you can feel isolated, you can feel like no one really understands you, or that you're crazy for having this idea. No. That is just your brain expanding. That is, in my belief, that is God tapping you on the shoulder and saying, hey, remember this dream that's in your heart? Let's think about it. Let's expand on it. Let's figure out how to bring this to life. So when you have the initial ideas of wanting to start a business or get a project off the ground, it's very important to find your tribe, to get around people that have a same vision, maybe not the same idea, but a similar mindset, and feed off of their energy. Let them pour into your spirit. Like attracts like. And the most important thing is to get started, create the momentum, which is then going to attract the people that are similar minded, like-minded, into your life, and you guys can vibe together. The other thing I want you guys to know about starting your own business is that we talk about fear of failure. That's kind of a widely understandable emotion to have. But there is a thing called fear of success. Fear of success looks like fear of responsibility, fear of your life changing in ways that you're not really sure how that's all going to play out. Let me share with you that I've struggled with the fear of success in the past. At first, I thought it was failure because that's what it kind of felt like. But then when I did some soul searching, I realized that my fears were around growing too big and what that would look like and feel like, and the fear of not being able to have my own life and schedule, and the spontaneity of being able to up and travel and do the things that I wanted to do. I can handle failure, right? Because failure is like easier almost to me to deal with. You take the punches to the throat and you get back up, you dust yourself off, and you keep going. It's a mindset that I've mastered well. I was a real estate investor, and I read the books. I bought my first property when I was 17 years old. So I understood owning a house. But later on, after I became a mom and life took a whole different turn and meaning for me, I wanted to get back into real estate investing. So I bought my first property again. Well, I guess it wasn't my first, but you know what I mean? I got this second round. And then I bought another property, and then another. And I fixed them up and I rented them out, and I was a property manager, also a real estate agent, and also still an investor. And then I bought another property and another. Before I knew it, I had built this machine. Now, I was moving so fast. And also, this was at a time when the real estate market had crashed and everybody was scared to buy a house. And when I look back at the courage to jump in there and start buying properties and fixing them up and renting them out when the whole market was in the toilet, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, sometimes you have to just jump off that cliff and find your wings on the way down. And I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just saying that you don't have to have everything figured out when you decide that you want to be your own boss, or to step into an arena that you haven't been in before, or that is intimidating, or you're stepping into it in a different way this time, whatever. It's supposed to feel scary, guys, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you're not going to have everything perfectly laid out for you and the red carpet rolled out for you and someone guiding you by the hand and saying, go here, go left, go right, and it's all going to work out. No, it is like it's like jumping off a cliff in the dark and not even knowing what's below. Sometimes that's how it feels. Also, you can hire people to do the things that you suck at. We all have strengths and weaknesses. So don't let that scare you if you don't have all of the skill sets that you think you need to have in order to start a business. You can hire people, you can outsource it, you can hire virtual assistants, people that know what they're doing, that are doing it for other people. You can come in and pay these people to help you set up your business and help you run it. Okay, sorry guys, I'm struggling with the lighting. I'm trying to get you the best lighting. Okay, another thing that people struggle with when wanting to start their own business is just not knowing where to start. Oh my gosh. Do I need to think of the name? Do I incorporate it? How do I incorporate it? Should I do an LLC, an S Corp? How do I set up do I need a bank account? Do I need a tax ID number? It's very easy to get bogged down in all of the details, but here's what I recommend. First, you want to figure out what type of business do you want to start, and then find someone that is already in that space, that's already crushing it. And then reach out to that person. Reach out to them through social media, ask for their help, ask them questions. And if they're completely unattainable, like let's say Oprah Winfrey, then you just read her books, get on there and absorb as much information as you can to figure out, how did this woman put all this together? Anything that anybody else has already done, you can do it too. If you just put in the time and the effort, and you don't take no for an answer, and you just show up every day and you research the hell out of everything. If it's somebody that has a podcast, listen to their podcast, read their books. Do they have a mentorship program? Do they have private coaching? Figure out who's in that space that you want to be in and get to know them and learn from them. Why reinvent the wheel if you don't have to? Okay, here's the final point that I want to make. You can always start small. It can seem very intimidating in the beginning to start a business, because oftentimes There's somebody out there that you're looking at, that you're idolizing, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I want to be like that person. I want to have a business and clients like that person. But what you're not seeing is all the years of hard work that it took that person to get to that point. You are looking at where they are today, and you are comparing yourself and your skill set today to where they are right now today. And that's apples and oranges. What if you're going to compare yourself to that person, you need to compare where you are today to where they were when they started. Do you see? So let's tap on starting a new business. Let's clear out any old limiting beliefs that are not serving you. Let's get rid of all the beliefs that are telling you that you're not good enough or that you don't have what it takes, because all of that is just resistance, being disguised as fear. So let's tap through all of that and let's get started. Take a moment and set the intention for what you want to get out of this tapping session today. Now I want you to take a deep breath. Hold it at the top. Let it out. Let's get into it. I'd love to start a new business. I want to see myself as a business owner. I might not know the how just yet, but I have that dream inside my heart. I want to provide value to others. I want to see others prosper. When I create value for others, I open the door for prosperity to flow to me. That is the law of prosperity. I release all fears around owning my own business. One way to overcome this fear is to research and educate myself. On all the different aspects of the business I want to create. If I don't know what my business should be, I am committed to exploring all options. I will write down every possible idea that I have. And I will research each one fully. There is no shame in learning. It's okay to not be an expert just yet. Everyone had to start at the beginning. I will find all the answers that I need. Besides, no one is ever finished learning. I deserve success on my terms. I deserve financial freedom. I will have so much money to help others. Money is energy, and I want more of that energy in my life. I am committed to finding my tribe. Like-minded people will help me elevate my life. I will not share this idea with just anyone. I will focus on creating, building, and launching first. I will protect my dream and only share it with like-minded people for now. I am committed to putting in the time and the effort. I welcome entrepreneurship. I also welcome learning, aka failure. I see every setback as an opportunity to grow. My failures are my North Star. They will lead me closer to my goals. I love thinking of myself as a new business owner. I identify as successful. I have a money mindset moving forward. I am no longer interested in working for others. I welcome starting my business in 2023. Even if I feel scared, I will do it anyways. Even if others think I'm crazy, I will do it anyways. People always call bold people crazy. But it's the bold, crazy people who actually change the world. I will leave nothing on the table when I leave this life. I will have no regrets. I am creating generational wealth for my family. I will create a huge impact with my business. I have a new business mindset, and that mindset tells me that everything is figure-outable. I enjoy contributing to society. And so it is. Take a deep breath, hold it at the top. Let it out. Boy, we muscled our way through that tapping session with the bad lighting and everything, but I hope you guys feel your energy shifting. I hope that you feel your mind expanding on the possibilities for yourself, because it doesn't matter what kind of business you want to start. It all starts up here. It all starts with believing in yourself, removing old limiting beliefs, removing the fear of being criticized and people looking down on you or just having something to say that is not supportive. You have to be able to handle criticism. You have to be able to handle being judged. You have to be okay with people talking smack about you. And let me share this with you. Most people who criticize other people, especially when that person is trying to start something new, people who criticize that person have either a fear of that person getting away from them. So if it's someone close to you and they're constantly shitting on your ideas, it could be because they're afraid that you're going to level up and leave them or not be friends with them anymore. Or if they're crapping all over your ideas, it's because they are secretly upset that they themselves don't have the courage to go out and do something that they've always wanted to do. Because guys, like I mentioned earlier, it takes a lot of courage to start your own business, to put yourself in an arena that you've never been in before. I hope that this tapping session gives you that power to understand that we all have to start somewhere, and it's okay to not be an expert in the field that you want to be in just yet. But you can learn. Everything is figure outable, and you can absolutely do it. So get yourself around the right people and write down, after this tapping session, write down all the ideas that you have of a business that you want to create, and then start at the top and then just research the hell out of each idea. Who can you learn from? Who's in that space that you want to be in? Who is successful and killing it? And write down that person's name and go find out, do they have a book you can buy? Do they have a podcast you can listen to? Is there a way for you to reach out to them? And can you pay for some one-on-one coaching? Do they have workshops? Figure that kind of stuff out. Do you need to take lessons? Do you need to go back to school? What do you need to do? What do you need to learn in order to get in the space that you want to be in? But don't you dare tell me that it's not possible, because I know that it's possible. Anything that you want to do, you can do it. I'm getting fired up. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this tapping session. If you have any questions for me or comments, please leave them below. If there's anything that you want to tap on for next week's video, let me know that too. And I'd love to hear what kind of business you're thinking of creating. What are some of your ideas? Or if you want to DM me because you don't want to put it on, out there on the internet, DM me if you have any questions or can I help you in any way. I am more than happy to do that. I love helping people get to that next level and expand their creativity and their awareness and figure out what's possible for them. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. And I'm so glad that we are growing this community. So thank you guys and have a great week. Mwah!